Hey man, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This new generation of kids, they they bold. Like I'm not gonna lie to you guys. like I, I'm seriously some concerned for this generation of kids. Like I'm only 25 years old, and I got a bunch of kids calling me Unc, which is already ridiculous. Which is which got to be the most wildest things I ever heard. Like I'm only 25 years old, and these kids calling me Unc. Like I got a little brother. I love him. I love him, and I'm genuinely concerned about him. Now for this story time, guys. I caught my little brother. My little brother cussed in front of me and my mom, and it was so random too. Here's how it started. Like every like Friday, I always make it get to the house before they do. Right? I'm over here. So every time I come home, I go take a nap real quick, trying to get something done. Just just trying to rest before I start streaming, right? Like, so a few hours go by. My mom's like, I hear the garage door open. So my mom's, she finally pulled, they made it home. So I heard the garage door open. So I decided to go and say hi to mom. You know, I help her a little bit around the house, so I decided, just to give her, I had to give a little bit of cash, just to help her around the house, right? So I wait for a few minutes. I woke up. I get ready to have my mom's out. So I go downstairs. My mom and my little brother, who's 6 years. Keep in mind, he's 6 years old. He's 6 years old, and like it. What was I say? Yeah, my mom's in the kitchen. My little brother, he's in the living room. So keep in mind, he's 6 years old. So we go. So I go downstairs. I say hi to mom. Ask her how her day is going, such and such. I give her. So I give her some cash, right? So I put the cash right on the table, right next to her, because she was sitting on the counter. And as I got up, I was getting ready to make me something to eat before I stream. I always do it before, so that way I don't go hungry in the middle of it. I go, so I pull out some food, cook it up in the air fryer. Now I waited for a few minutes, right? I hear my little brother. He's on the laptop. Like as soon as he got home, we went straight to the laptop, right? We get so as you know, he's just sitting there on the laptop, right? So I give mom the money. She puts it on the table. I lean. So as I was making food, I decided to lean my back on the counter. I decided to lean my back on top of the counter. So I pull out my phone out, right? My mom is sitting on the counter, sitting in the same direction as me. She's sitting on the opposite side of the counter on her phone, right? Fast forward a few minutes later, John then comes straight to the kitchen, sees the money that I gave mom on the table, and in no hesitation, he says, "Oh hell no!" Uh, when he said that, my eyes lit up. I turn around to mom. My mom looks at me. We both looking at each other like, okay, so we both heard the same thing. When someone says something crazy or something stupid, you look at somebody next to you to look at each other just to confirm. So we heard him say that clear as day. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed. I was freaking laughing because it was hilarious. Like it was just so random. Like I started laughing a little bit, but my mom, she was upset. Like she yelled at him. Like she was like, "Jonathan, we don't say that." Like after so Jonathan said that with no hesitation. Like these kids are not scared of their parents. Like I could never say that. If I was young, I would get popped in my mouth for saying something like that. But he just said that with no hesitation. My mom, like, it caught me and my mom so off guard. Like, oh my goodness, it was so hilarious. Like, it was so, like, shocking. It was so shocking. Like, my mom was so upset about that. He said, "Oh hell no!" It was so loud and clear. Like when I first cussed, it was an accident as a kid when I was younger. Because I told you about that story time, but that was that was not an accident. Like he said that so like it was just so crazy. All right, but yeah, that was because he's been having like you know he's been having trouble with school because it's been that laptop that he's been on. We've been trying to get him. We've been trying to correct him, but he be saying that stuff so crazy. But yeah, that's that's basically the story time. And this new generation of kids, y'all bold. Calling people in their 20s old. Y'all ain't put y'all parents on nothing. Like yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that's the story time. My little brother cussed in front of me and my mom. Eventually, mom told my step pops, so he had to correct him. But other than that, that's how it happened. Alright, yeah. Yep. And after that, I never. And I think he learned his lesson though, because he's not saying it no more. But yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, that is a wild statement. I mean, that's wild coming from a kid. Like I know I cussed for the first time, but I wasn't like a little kid. I was somewhere in my high school. But yeah. But then again, yeah. Besides, I played Call of Duty. That was my first time cussing. That was my first time cussing in front of them, though. But John did that with no hesitation. Mm-mm-mm.